everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. For those of you just now tuning in, first time, thank you for clicking on the video. And for all of you once again returning, obviously you know how I feel about you. So, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Tonight I'm going to be talking about a topic that was sent to me, or a question that was asked to me. I was asked to do this video by one of my subs. And I was already thinking about doing it, but for some reason I just hadn't gotten around to it. And I guess it's been a subject of debate amongst many people about whether a man and a woman can actually be friends. And friends in the sense of platonically, not friends with benefits. So, my answer to this is, being a young man that I am and growing up and seeing these things, my answer is no, not really. But just one of those things where there's certain instances where you could be, and I know many of you women will say yes. And that's, due to, I would say, being naive and wanting so badly to believe this, that you can be friends with a man. And some of you probably like, I have men who are friends. I have men who are friends. But you, at the end of the day, you don't know how a man thinks. Yes, it is possible platonically, but how does this man really feel if you propose to him for you guys to go further, or maybe he just hasn't made it to that point, to actually approach you or address that with you. So, and I'm going to explain this because it is certain instances where this is possible, and for the most part, we have to understand what it is, the actual difference between man and woman. And where does this start at? Well, I want to go back to the point where we're children. And as children, we're oblivious to the world. We don't know much. We're just happy and full of joy, and you're friends. It doesn't matter who your friends are, when you're young, until you are taught about the difference between boys and girls, which eventually has to come about. And there comes that separation. And with that separation, you stop, obviously you stop, for children, cousins, whoever, family members, you stop boys and girls from sleeping in the same bed or sleeping in the same room. And there's a reason for that, because children will eventually, the natural inclination is to explore themselves and explore another gender, so to speak, and to figure out what's going on. So the thing for women, if you don't know, it's the nature of a man. There's a natural attraction of a man towards a woman. And that man, out of curiosity, wants to, for the most part, he approaches a woman because he's sexually attracted to a woman. Especially if he doesn't know a woman. If a man approaches you, there's something about you, naturally as a man, he's drawn to you. And when he's deciding to talk to you, he has a desire. I'm not saying women are pretentious, but there's an innate desire in a man to want to have a sexual relationship with a woman, especially if he's approaching her. You get what I'm saying? If he's approaching her, there is something there. If he expresses interest in wanting a woman's friendship, and you'll have women that, oh no, that's not true, that's not true. But like I keep saying in all these videos, you don't know how a man thinks. So there are instances where you could be related to someone, and you can be friends as a relative, or there's a business interest of sorts, which sometimes those lines are blurred. where a man could be attractive to someone who he's doing business with, but that's not always, and he maybe wants more than that. Or there's an instance where a man is just completely unattracted to a woman, you know. And if a man is completely unattracted to a woman, what business does he have being a friend with a woman at the end of the day? If she can't provide anything really for him, that's what male friends are for, you know. And not to say you have some men asking women for advice and things of that nature, but as far as what can, if it's not business, what can a female friend do for a man at the end of the day? You know, if he's asking her for advice, if he's not an immediate family member, sibling, or whatever, what is it? You know, as far as being a friend, what business does a man have being a friend with being friends with a woman? And this is just my opinion. I'm just giving it to you the way I see it and the way I've had this conversation several times. Not saying I know everything, but what business does a man have being friends with a woman other than having immediate business, you know, official business with with a woman, so to speak? So you have, and women will say, some of you might say, well, I have a friend that I hang out with, and this is referred to, and Alan Roger Curry says this is referred to as a man-girlfriend. And this man, so to speak, and he might be just a simp, or he might be just cool and just is cool with just having the company of a beautiful woman or just a woman, where he's just cheap entertainment. He's used as comedy. He's used for a woman to pour her heart out to as far as what's going on with her and another man, talk about her relationships, and they even sometimes go on dates. And maybe this man, you know, for whatever reason, if he's single or whatever, and he's going on dates with a woman as a friend date or as a man-girlfriend, what's the purpose? Unless he's a simp, you know what I'm saying? If he's not getting anything out of the relationship sexually, and he's spending his money to go on dates with a woman. So it's even now, you know, to the point where you see, which I've read stuff about this recently, and I saw something like this making the news, where a man was actually the man of honor at his ex-girlfriend or fiance's wedding. And like I said, once again, women argue, oh, that's so sweet, you know, he's doing this, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, even for her husband to allow that, and even for him to do that, you mean to tell me there's no feelings involved? You're just friends, and you used to have a sexual relationship, and I guess be perfectly comfortable with being the man of honor at a wedding, you know. And you know, like I said, I guess anything goes. But as a man who had a relationship with a woman, or who was in love with a woman for several years, and then you turn out to be so much of a friend that she invites you to be the man of honor. But I digress on that. You know, more things you that a lot of you women probably commonly hear who get approached is if you already have a boyfriend or you're with someone, you'll have a man ask you out or whatever, or try to talk to you, and you'll say, I have a boyfriend. So what is it that a man immediately asks you? Yeah, can you have friends, right? Does your boyfriend allow you to have friends, or your boyfriend don't let you have friends? So that tells you right there, that's the kind of friend that this guy wants to be. And it has to be a confident man, no matter how you want to look at it, if you are in a relationship with a woman, for her to have male friends who's calling her, you know, she's going on dates with, or man-girlfriend dates, stuff like that, you know. And a lot of you will say that you have gay friends, and a gay man is a woman's best friend and stuff like that. And same thing for dudes. A stud is a man's best friend, because there's no sexual desire along with this. But what you have to realize with that too, with gay people, or someone who's gay and not interested in the opposite sex, is that they're still a man and they're still a woman at the end of the day, and their reproductive system still operates and their reproductive organs operate the same way, and they still become stimulated. A man still wakes up in the morning, if he's gay or not, with a hard on, and the same thing with a female. That doesn't change. So anything can happen when you're hanging out with this person. So, not to say it, and it's not uncommon that it doesn't happen, especially when drugs are involved and things of that nature. I remember a female told me, she said that she was a stud, as they call themselves. And she said she would only deal with a man or have sex with a man if she got high, or that's when she would deal with men, is when she got high, or drunk or something like that. So that's the way I feel about it. I don't think, like I said, these are examples that I've given where it happens, but I don't see it as a general constant. You have people who have been friends since they were toddlers and things of that nature. Like I said, it happens, but I think it's very rare. And those instances. So that's what I got to say about it. Disagree all you want from my perspective. But like I said, like the video if you feel like it, dislike it if you feel like it, share this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't. If you're not a subscriber, you can check out my other content that I have. I have a plethora of videos on topics. Check me out on social media, link is in the description. Check me out on Amazon as well, link is in the description. If you like the content, I'm going to keep it coming, obviously. Throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom as well. The link is in the description for the donations. And if you got any questions or anything like that, like I said on my other videos, I'm trying to shift the well, not really shift, but have the direction of the channel go more so, as far as answering questions for some people. I have no problem. Women, if you like I said, I don't know everything, but women, if you have questions and you want an interpretation on a certain thing about a man that you just can't, or an action that's going on, or something that a man is doing, feel free to shoot me an email. My email, the link is in the description as well. Same thing for dudes. Shoot, if you're having an issue with something, shoot me an email real quick, and I'll be happy to give my opinion on it and do a video on it. Won't mention your name, obviously, and I'll answer back with that, because maybe your story can help somebody else. So that's all I got to add to that. Remember, anything lost can be found again, except for time wasted. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.